All right, it's time. It is time to declutter my vanity. It has gotten to the point where I am stuffing things in, and that was kind of what I promised myself. Like when I decluttered my entire collection, I got rid of like 90% of everything. I told myself I want what is in here to be curated. So that is the goal. And we've gotten to that point where I'm like, okay, we need to give a little once over here. So I figured I'd take you guys along the journey. So this is part declutter, part vanity tour, part just here's some things I'm loving right now, etc. We've got the necessities, of course, and a rainy day. So I feel like these cozy vibes, it's the perfect day to declutter. So let's do it. Let's start with my lips here, okay? This is too much. Again, as I get older, I feel like I know what I like and I know what I don't, and it's just time to go through this. Plus some of these lip liners in here, like this one, I was just trying to use this MAC lip liner from 1,000 years ago today. It is so old. It's so dry. So I'm like, these need to just go in the trash. So let's just kind of pull everything out. I think that might be easier. I'll pull out a couple favorites as I go. This one is what I'm wearing on my lips today. I think it is so pretty. Don't look at my skin. You guys, hold on. Can I just tell you that when we get to the foundations, there are quite a few things I'm very excited to declutter, but I wanted to talk to you about, one of them being this right here. I tried it again today to be like, okay, what am I really thinking? It's been a while. It just looks awful on my skin for the price, but also the effort it takes to get this to apply nicely isn't worth the payoff. It still doesn't look great on the skin. It doesn't cover. I want just a little more coverage. And on the days that I want less coverage, this just doesn't look good on my skin. I would go for like the Misha BB cream or something else. So anyway, don't look at my skin today. Because I've got this on and I do not like the way it looks. So this is the CL SPF 1. People freaking swear by this. I don't know. It must be my skin. I don't know. So anyway, this one I am going to get rid of. Back to the lips though. Some of this stuff, like I feel like I can't even see half the stuff I have, you know. Some of this I haven't even opened. Like this, I'll pass on. If I haven't opened it in the few months I've had it, this Elta MD UV lip balm is very old. In fact, it is, expired. So that can go in the trash. I tried this recently and did not like it at all. So that can go. This is too pale for my lips. It's a MAC lip gloss in 222 Behaved. It's just like super duper light, and on me it just doesn't look right. So I have a feeling one of my sisters would be jazzed to get this because it's still pretty new. I need to swatch. I think what I'm going to do too is I'm going to swatch all of my lipsticks, and if I have too many of the same color, like those, I don't need all of them, because sometimes I feel, you know, when you have too much of something and so you just kind of feel instantly overwhelmed and you have decision fatigue, and so you just go for your like favorite gloss and move on, and then I feel like I'm never reaching for the lipsticks I like because I've got too many. And I've got quite a few like red lips. Like I need to get this somewhere here. I didn't even know I had those back there. This is awesome. I will say one thing I feel like I've done a good job of is only keeping so many lip liners. I got rid of a ton in those declutters. If you want to see those like major declutters, they are, I think, entertaining to watch and really, I mean, I don't know if they're inspiring for you or not, but I'll link them. I think it was two parts? And it's super detailed, tons of products. And sometimes I think, like I said, I think that can sometimes be inspiring. So I'll link those if you want to check them out. So I have one red lip liner from Smashbox. I will keep, why is this Make It Forever? Boundless Berry. I'm going to think about this one. I like this. I haven't even opened this, but I like this line. I will say what you're seeing here is not absolutely everything I own. I do have a little bit in the like filming space. And so it's not a crazy amount, but it is some. So if you're like, hey, I thought you loved it, or I thought you have it, I probably do. It's probably there. But this is the bulk of my collection. I mean, this is still 90% of my collection. So I have Iconic Nude and Pillow Talk here. I mean, I love both of those. If you've ever been curious, the like shade differences, that one is Pillow Talk. There definitely is a difference. I mean, again, this camera, the Osmo, makes everything look a little darker. So just so you know, but that's a little pinker. Iconic Nude is a little more brown tone. It's not brown though. It's a nude I actually like. So those two I'm going to keep. And then Wink from Say, I think it's a little bit different. I like that too. So I'm okay with keeping these, and then I don't have a berry. So I kind of cover all of the bases I would probably ever need right there. So awesome. And none of those are super old. I feel like I have a lot of these like squeezy tube type lippies, and I certainly don't need all of these. Is this the old Sun Bum or the new? This one expired. That one can go. I just don't feel like I need all of these. Now this Laneige peppermint one I use a lot in the winter. It just makes me happy like around the holidays. So I'm going to keep that for that reason. See, the problem is I actually like all of these. I like all of these. So I'm like, honestly, I guess why get rid of them if I do like them? These three, all five, what am I saying? All four of these are really good. Yes, they are similar, I know, but there's nothing wrong with them. Nothing are old and I like them. So we'll keep those. I guess I'm not getting rid of any of those. So I have two of these NARS Power Mattes, and I tend to go for Dragon Girl, so I think I'll finally get rid of Feel My Fire. Dragon Girl is, so this is Feel My Fire. It's more of like a orangey red. It's still really pretty, but Dragon Girl, I think on me looks even better, and they're very similar, but it's more of like a berry red. See, this is why I never end up getting rid of them though, because you know what? I still love that too, so forget it. I'm keeping them both. This CoverGirl red is getting pretty old, but it is really good. I totally recommend this for a long wear lippy. I feel like this is hard to find in store, but I find it on Amazon all the time. I'll link any of my favorites below if anyone is like wanting to shop for one of these things, but it is a beautiful red. This one's just pretty old, so I think I'm gonna pass it on. And by pass it on, obviously I mean throw it away. Okay, it's pretty old. Let me zoom you in. I'm sure some of you guys are wanting to see this stuff up close. So I'm gonna put the lipsticks there. We'll go through that, but let's look at all of the glosses I have. I see two right away I can probably get rid of. But I do have quite a few. And I mean, gloss is generally what I reach for more than anything, I would say. But I certainly don't need all of these. Like, that's a lot. Again, the MAC lip gloss, this is a little bit of a deeper one, but this formula is just a little bit, it's not bad. It's not sticky, which I like, but it's just not really anything to write home about, I feel like. But I have to say, I've not really tried this one. I've only tried that lighter. So I'm like, maybe I'll try it. So that's going to be my little maybe pile. So many faves here. Any of these? This one I liked, but I didn't like love. It's a Make Up Forever, like kind of glossy one that's got a, oh, that is so pretty. See, this is the problem. It looks so beautiful. I don't know. I also have this one from Merit that I love that's kind of similar. The Merit one is a lot more low key though, which is kind of nice. I also have this Typology one that's kind of cool. It's a very, very thin formula, but it's, oh, I'm getting on my fingers now. Very, very kind of clear. Getting a little torn. This, I think I'm gonna get rid of this Milani one. I actually like this formula, but I just don't find myself reaching for this. Let me think about this. I mean, are you serious right now? Look at that. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna think about that one. This Physicians Formula one is great. It's just gotten pretty old and it doesn't smell the way it used to. It smells just a little off. And I'm like, with my lips, I feel like my lips can be a little bit sensitive. I don't want to mess around with it. So this one I'm going to be done with. Okay, I don't know where I left off because I got like into overdrive. So I think I am going to keep these two because they're so pretty. And I'm like, I really don't know that I have given these the fair shot they deserve based on the swatches alone. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I really want to be a little more cutthroat with the rest of the stuff because, like, for example, this Peri Para Clear Gloss is really pretty, but I don't often use a product like this. I think I would more often use something more glittery. So I think that one's gonna go. This Say one is okay, but I don't find myself reaching for it. It's just a very basic gloss, and I have other gloss formulas I like just a little bit better. This one is literally brand new though, so I'm going to pass this on to a sister, someone that will be jazzed about it. And then this e.l.f. lip plumping gloss I really like as well, but this one's getting older. It's so good though. It's so good, you guys. This Milani Click Up little pen, I love this formula so much, but this one is so nearly see-through that I'm like, I think that one can probably go. I have this darker one called Hazel. It's not like dark. Well, that looks a lot darker. And then there's this more pinky one called Ribbon, but it's not too pink. Like, I think this is a little misleading. It's actually kind of in between. So I think I'm gonna keep the pink one and get rid of the other one. This is very old. I loved this so much, the Makeup by Mario, but it's seen better days, and I feel like it's even goopier than it used to be, and it was already kind of a goopy product as it was. So, okay, and then I've got, what is all over me? Oh, the sweater. It's all over my leggings. Any of the Tarte Maracuja lip plumps I'm keeping. I love these, and this e.l.f. Pout Clout is really good as well. So keeping these three. I actually use products like this in my purse all the time. So now we're to the lipstick. I have one red lip from e.l.f. that I like okay, but when let me rephrase. I really like this formula and I like it as well. But if I'm going for a red lip, which is rare, I'm going to reach for one of these. So I feel like this one can go. Because I feel like I really need to like trust that whatever it is I'm using is going to stay in place, and I really trust those NARS ones. So we're gonna swatch my 4 lipsticks. Now, like I said, I have some lipstick at work, but I don't keep a ton of lipsticks. So this is this Rare Beauty one in Humble. This one is YSL and N3, the Rouge Pure Couture. These are awfully similar. Hourglass in Oasis. You guys are gonna die when you see these. And My Beloved. This is called In Love with Olivia from Charlotte Tilbury, and it's like one of my, I mean, this is my go-to lipstick, period. Like, you can see how worn it is. So there they all are. Can tell what I like. So that's the Rare Beauty one. This is YSL. This is the Hourglass one. And then this is the Charlotte Tilbury one. I've been using the Rare Beauty one a lot. I also like this YSL. I don't think I want to get rid of any of them. I will say I haven't really bought a ton of new lipstick lately, so that has not changed much. And I love all of those formulas. And even though they're similar, oh well. But hey, we have gotten rid of quite a bit. So this is everything we're getting rid of or trashing, depending on the status of it. So that's not too bad. Let's get this. I think I will. I'm going to keep my, oh my gosh, Naturium lip mask is one of my absolute favorites. That is going to stay. And I think this other MAC lip gloss, I'm just going to pass this on. I just don't need it. I need to get like really shallow organizers. I don't even know if that is sold. So I've got my lip liners, some gloss, lipsticks. And by gloss, I mean mask. That's what I'm saying. This isn't the most ideal organizing situation. Well, that's kind of a lipstick too. This is from Gucci. It's kind of like a lip balmy lipstick. It's kind of hard to explain, but I really do like it. It's in the shade Sally Soft Honey. I will probably use this up. And I don't know for the price point if I would buy it again, but I really did love it. But I can't decide if I really want to use it up because of the price point, or do you know what I'm saying? But it is good. I like the formula. Well, that's better. Now where do I put this little Naturium? Maybe I'll just kind of slide it towards the back. Oh, and my Typology one. All right, so there you go. Hey, that looks much better. I can at least see everything. I can see my couple of lipsticks when I'm reaching for it. I need to get like a berry lipstick. I'm really wanting like something even like the color of my nails. Just something different than obviously what I tend to go for. So let me know if you have any recommendations. But yeah, lips done. Woo! Down here, I actually just have like some backups of things, makeup wipes, my like paw sponge things. But the only thing that's really in here are my palettes. So we can quickly kind of look at those. I don't know that I'll get rid of any of these. These are ones I actually like and use, but I'll show them to you. The Natasha Denona Glam palette I really, really like, but the Urban Decay Moon Dust, I never reach for this and I actually want to. So I'm thinking I need to move it up to maybe a more obvious area. Too Faced Sweet Peach, this is not going anywhere. I will keep it forever for this shade alone. Luscious is so pretty. It's the perfect single shade. Too Faced, can we get that single shadow? Please, please, please. I want it. I'll buy like 6 of them. Soft Glam Anastasia, this Soft Glam 2 like mini thing I use all the time. I travel with all the time. This is a discontinued palette from Bare Minerals. I still love. I bought it on like eBay. Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes. I use this a ton. As you can see, I'm a big fan. And then I've got this Ulta one they revamped. That's the new version's even prettier. I've got a couple Charlotte Tilbury ones. The Darling palette I love. And then this is the Super Nudes I just like because it's got some good mattes in it. So again, I don't think that's too crazy. I like all of these for their various purposes. So going to keep all of those. Now it'll look a little bit better. This middle drawer, however, is a little bit cuckoo. This is my everyday drawer of like, it doesn't have everything I need in it, but it's got the liners, the brow, the mascara, some single shadows, quick grab palettes that I've been using a lot lately. So the Tartelette in Bloom, oh my gosh. This was a recent repurchase and fell back in love with it. It is so good. So definitely keeping that, but maybe I'll switch some things up and put some different palettes up here. Remember when I used to do my everyday makeup drawer? Oh my gosh, that just occurred to me. I totally forgot about that. Anyway, love these two. So those aren't going anywhere. I have, why don't we do these single shadows before we dive into this mess. I have a couple of Merit ones. My favorite one right now is Vachetta, I'm not sure how to say it. This is definitely my go-to. My second closest is Studio. It's a little bit more like rosy toned almost versus like Camel. You see what I mean? And they're both beautiful. As a single eyeshadow, they look so nice. So I think I'll pass on Mid-Century. I really like this too, but I'm just finding that if I'm going for a single shadow look like this, I grab one of these two and not Mid-Century. But this one is beautiful too. It's a little bit deeper if you're into that. But I have a feeling one of my sisters will be really excited because this is such a nice brand too. So keeping those two shades, my two faves. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this, the Lancome. It's just not performing. I think I even talked about this in a recent vlog. I feel like this has not been looking the way it used to when I first got it. It's like a cream shadow from Lancome. So I think it's just time. I use these two single shadows from Maybelline all the time. I recently repurchased Dusty Rose because mine was so gross. So this one's like a fresher version. Let me show you. These are so pretty. And they're so inexpensive. Like when you talk about a single shadow from the drugstore, I really think these are some of the best. So there is Nude Glow and then Dusty Rose. I think those are so beautiful. Anyway, so those are two that over my dead body. Okay. All right, I need to get a little serious here. So this ColourPop shadow I really like, but it is super old. It's in a maze. I love this to like tap on top because it's got that glitter reflect, but it's super old. Got a couple MAC pigments and this. I'm probably not getting rid of these because they last forever and I love all three of those. One of them, this one I talk about a lot, is totally discontinued. It's been discontinued for years, but it's so pretty. I don't use this anymore. This is a NYX glitter. I used to, well, it's not old, it just looks old. I've used this for the girls, mostly for Genevieve. Every once in a while if we're doing a princessy thing, but I got some like glitter for her hair now. So I feel like I probably don't need to keep that because I just use that. This quad from Charlotte Tilbury I use all the time. It's the Pillow Talk quad. Love that. I probably don't need both of these. And when I'm reaching for one, it's usually this one in Wish. This is the M Cosmetics Cosmic like dewy eyeshadow. It is crazy. It is like, might as well be a cream. It's not. But it might as well be. But if you want to see the other, this is Moonrise. These are, oh, I might have to keep both. Look at these. That's insane. I'm keeping both. I don't care. Because I was like, I reached for both of them, but I kind of feel like I could probably get by with one. But you know what? I already own both. And I love this formula so much. So, and then I use this Sephora single shadow all the time. It's in the shade 109. No, Secret Boudoir. Is that right? Anyway, it's just like a beige shadow that I'll use all over the lid. And then my favorite MAC single shadow of all time, All That Glitters, forever and ever. I'll just repurchase when I run out. I use that a lot. This MAC Painterly is pretty old and gross, so I think it's about time. You can tell when it's kind of starting to separate. It's not quite smelling the same. I couldn't even tell you when I bought this, honestly. This House Labs pigment I never ever use, and I know it would be so pretty, and I just forget about it. Look at that. It's so gorgeous. So I want to use it. I just need to remember. Oh my gosh. So that I'm going to keep with the hopes that I actually remember to use it. It's in the shade Rose Gold Shimmer. And then this is actually a Laura Mercier, but I think it's kind of dried out. It's their Tightline Cake Eyeliner. I've had this for years. I never remember to use it, and I think it's pretty dried out, so it just needs to go. I don't know what this goes to. All right, so spreading all of this out, let's do mascaras first. So you're going to die when you see how many. It's pretty bad. It is pretty bad. These are the mascaras. Are you serious? Some of these are a little bit old, can go. Lash Paradise. I realize this is just too dry for me these days. Any one that I've tried recently, this was my go-to for years. It's genuinely so dry, it's almost unusable when I first bought it. So I don't know if it was just this one or if you've had the same experience, but I liked it originally because it was a drier formula, but now it's just like not usable. I love this mascara. The Paradise Big Deal is so pretty. I got the waterproof as well. I really enjoyed the waterproof over the summer, and on our trip, I feel like it did such a great job. And then the regular one is so good as well. I don't really feel the need to get rid of it because I really do like it. And it's still pretty fresh. The Color Stay Full Time was okay. I didn't think it was bad, but I didn't think it was great. Medium everything, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I don't think I need to keep it. It's just all right. This one's pretty old, the Benefit Bounce. I did like this. Kind of gives a more fluttery, volumized lash, which I like. I would totally buy it again if I were like in need. It was good, just really old. This one is still new to me. I'm still trying out the Kosas Soul Gazer, so I will report back on how this is. I've literally only used it like once, so gonna try out. Colossal Bubble, I am enjoying despite the issues with it, like when it's sweaty out, with it transferring up above and below. But I did just buy the waterproof, so I'm going to compare. So I'm definitely keeping this. I really do love the formula. I hope the waterproof fixes that problem, but is not too different. This Tower 28 one is not that old, But again, I'm like, I feel like, and this is one I kind of kept as a backup, and I feel like it's drier than it's supposed to be already. So I'll probably be able to get another month of use out of this, and then it'll be time. But these, I'll probably take one of these to work. I use these on my lower lash line every single day. I absolutely love it. And so I'm going to put one of these right over there in my bag to go to work with, because I would love to have one there too. So gonna keep that. So still keeping a lot, but you know, we got rid of some. Now let's do eyebrow. I was kind of surprised peeking in here just now at how many eyebrow things I do have. So we have 2 pencils. I like this Anastasia one and this Benefit one. The Anastasia one is definitely getting kind of old though. But see, you just sharpen it and then it's fine. So there's no reason to get rid of it. I really do like it. And then for more definition, I use the Benefit. So I'm going to keep both of those. This Precisely My Brow Wax is pretty old at this point. I did like it. It's just a little more pigmented than I typically reach for. So I would typically like wipe off the brush. e.l.f. Wow Brows I love. I repurchase all the time. Which one is the older one? Okay, that's definitely the new. So the older one can go in my empties bin actually. The newer one will stay. This is a mainstay in my life. The Versed brow I really like as well. This one is just not the right shade, the Morphe Brow Tease, so I also apparently got a little makeup on it. So I'm going to see if it'll work for one of my sisters. This is just a clear brow gel I really like from Benefit. Definitely going to keep. And then these ones, the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Brow was just okay. It's just a little more gel-like. I'm not super into it. The Maybelline Super Lock I just recently showed in a vlog. It's also a little more gel-like. I don't hate it though. It's like, I think it can kind of serve a purpose. So, and I liked that one better than the CoverGirl one. This one is newer to me, the Maybelline Super Fluff. I'm going to keep trying it and see how I feel, because I think I've literally used it like twice. And then liners. One that's a little dried out is this one from L'Oreal. This Sephora one is super duper old. I love this 12-hour line though. If you're looking for a great waterproof pencil liner, definitely recommend that. So this MAC Costa Riche is probably like 8 years old. I think it's just time. I don't reach for it a ton either. The Infallible and the Lancome Aqua Pencil or Liquid Pencil. These are my 2 go-tos for like genuinely waterproof, no budge liners like they will say in your waterline. I like the Lancome one ever so slightly more than L'Oreal, but the L'Oreal is so close, you guys. So if you don't want to swing this for a pencil that you do use up quickly, I would go with the L'Oreal. I love them both. So gonna keep both. This Rare Beauty one is also great, but it's just about gone. So I think I'm gonna put it in my empties bin because it's also starting to get old and I think there's like maybe a day's use left. And of course my Makeup by Mario one I love. So that one is staying. I've got a couple liquid liners. I used this one today. So good. The Physicians Formula Waterproof. The NYX Brown Epic Ink I think is pretty awesome. And then the Milani Stay Put Tank, also great. Let me make sure this one's still. Oh yeah, it's still kicking. I thought it was getting older, but it's still rocking and rolling. Just got a fresh makeup remover pen. These are amazing, you guys. So cheap. You have replacement heads that are like ready to go. You just pull that one out, throw it away. It lasts quite a while and it works so well cleaning up your wing. If you get mascara on your face, whatever, it is so good. Of course, I'm keeping the Stila Glitter and Glow and Wanderlust. This is something I use all of the time on top of my lashes. Lashes on top of my eyes. And then this Fenty one is really good, like inner corner little one. So I want to keep it. I don't use it all the time, but I literally don't have anything like this, so it's nice to have. This is already feeling better already. I challenge you, even if you don't have a collection like mine, even go through your makeup bag. Like, do you have multiple lip things and you know you really only reach for like 2 of the 3? You know what I mean? It just feels so good to kind of have a little more control over what is in your life, what you're looking at every day. And as silly as it sounds with makeup, I don't think it's that silly. Like, there's a lot of data that says like having too much of stuff or like feeling overwhelmed by stuff really does actually affect you. And that's why I'm so into decluttering, not just makeup, but other stuff. Okay, so put the mascaras in. Well, let's try to actually keep this organized, everyone. Let's do the liners, and then we'll do brows too. And then this is generally where I keep my single shadows, so we can just keep those where they were. Okay, that's much better. And now if I really did want to keep, well, I'd have to move a few things around, I think, but I could keep some things back here if I really wanted. You know what I mean? So that is an awesome feeling. Woohoo. Oops. Okay. I guess I do have to turn those over. Okay. Perfect. All right. Let's do this random drawer. So I have concealers and powders, basically. I also have like I'm now realizing I have like 3 lip things in. Those can go over in my lip thing, and I don't really want to get rid of any of those, so they can all stay. Okay, and actually that frees up a decent amount of space here. So let's talk powders. I love most of these powders, which is bananas, because I feel like me back in the day. There's another lip mask. Oh my gosh. What else we got hiding back there? Okay, I love this LYS powder so much, but it is so old. I probably should replace it. It is one of my favorite. How long does a powder last? You know, this is way older than 24 months. I mean, obviously, I think most of us would agree, powder lasts a long time, but it is so blurring. It is so beautiful on the under eye, so I just love it. Okay, so I've got like a Morphe one, a Jones Road one. I've got all kinds of loose powders. I don't reach for the pink Kosas loose powder as often as I do other ones, but I think part of that is because it was like kind of pushed towards the back. You know what I mean? I love the packaging of it. So I want to play with this some more and see how I feel about it, because I do love a light pink powder on the under eye. As you can tell, I have like multiple. Got a couple of like quick everyday concealer type things. This one's from Charlotte Tilbury. Honestly, this one is so good. It is so old, so I should probably be done with this. I will probably buy this again. I used the shade number 1. Loved it. This Glossier one though is the stretch concealer. I will just tap this on my under eye. It is so, so good. Just on days where I'm doing a little less makeup, but I definitely need something, you know? Yeah, I don't know how much we're really going to get rid of here, if I'm being totally honest, you guys, because I genuinely use all of these and play with them. Like, you guys know how much I'm loving this L'Oreal one. The Jones Road one was my favorite for the longest time. It is still so good. And then I only have a couple of like powder foundations, and I use a powder foundation generally most days. This one is the e.l.f. pressed powder. I don't even know if it's technically a powder foundation. I'm still testing this out, so I don't want to get rid of that one, but I might move it towards the front. And then the Natasha Denona one I'm still using up. I also like. So I'm going to put those towards the front. Can I stack? Okay, I can stack those, but not these. So I feel like I should put the L'Oreal one that I use all the time there. I'm going to give a few that I've used a lot lately a break, kind of put it back there. The LYS one I'm going to repurchase eventually, but I think it's just time. I mean, I've probably had that for like 7 years. I like the Morphe one a lot. The Bare Minerals concealer. I have 2 Kosas powders, the like Cloud Set. I have it in Feathery. Love it. Definitely seen better days. And then the pink one I've actually been using a lot lately. So no desire to get rid of any of those either. But like I said, I wanted to play with this Kosas one a little bit more. So maybe I'll push these back there. Try to use this pink Kosas one a little bit more just to see how I like it. Honestly, you guys, these concealers, the Versed one I'm going to get rid of, I just did not love. It was okay, but it's not great. This Catrice one is old. I really like it though. You can get it on Amazon. It's so good. One of the best I've tried, and it's affordable. But I love this House Labs one. I'm going to repurchase it. I have realized more and more over the years how much I love this. I am the shade 12 Light Rosy. I'm just going to buy it again when I run out. The Morphe new one that I'm loving right there. NARS, this one, I mean, it's just good. It's all around good. Kosas, I'm still messing with this. I finally found a shade that works a little better for me, 2.6C. It's still not perfect, but trying to understand why everyone loves this so much. And then this Tarte little one I got just to try it. It's the Ultra Creamy. I'm not sure how I feel about that, so maybe I'll move that there. Lot less. That's nice. Okay, this is post-filming Jessie popping in to say we're splitting this video into 2 parts because it ended up being like 45, 50 minutes long. That's pretty long. So stay tuned for part 2. It is already filmed. It'll be up shortly. I hope you subscribe, stick around. Check out this declutter video here if you are into this kind of content, because that was when I decluttered like 90% of my collection. It's a real juicy declutter for sure, and that one's also in 2 parts. So definitely check that out if you're wanting more. Stick around. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, friends.